You exactly need 60 days to clear GMAT. No coaching, no paid courses, and yeah, you don't need to pay for material. I will be telling you exactly all the free material that you have to use to clear GMAT and where all you can find it. And eventually I'll also share a link where you can connect with other people who are planning to give GMAT. First, day 1 to day 5, you take to understand where you exactly stand. And the first thing that you do is take a free mock on mba.com. That's the free first material that you're going to use. mba.com and give the first mock. See where you stand. देखो कहाँ पे गलत हो रहा है, where you're doing right and what all you need to fix. This is where you figure out where you are. Towards the end of day 1, understand where you went wrong. Did you not remember the concept? Or did you fall for a trap? Was this just a mistake? And a lot of times people just say silly mistake. Obviously, it is not a silly mistake. You're just dumb calling it a silly mistake. You can't be doing so many silly mistakes in an exam. Silly mistake can happen once in 100 attempts, not 10 times in 100 questions. So it can't be a silly mistake. You have to figure out where you're going wrong and now maintain an error log. These are the questions that I'm doing wrong. These are the topics that I'm doing wrong. And all of this just happened on the first day of your preparation. Day 2, I start working on my quants. Where do I start working on my quants from? Official guide. That is where I start. And I give it another week to finish entire quants from official guide. Where can I find official guide? I'll share it with you. Don't worry, I'll share it with you. Now we are on day 9. What all did we do? On day 1, we did our prep. On next 7 days, we did quants. Then we move on to verbal. And another 7 days we give for verbal. And then we give 2 more days to data insights. So basically, this way you're done with 18 days, which is basically 2.5 weeks you're done with. And your concepts, basic concepts should be cleared by now. A lot of people do a mistake here. They spend a lot of time just doing concepts. The thing is, GMAT is a lot more about clearing questions than understanding concepts. See, अगर मैं आपको ये questions ऐसे दो and बोलूं कि you have unlimited time to do a question, honestly, anyone and everyone can get a good score in GMAT. But the problem with GMAT is you have a specific limited time to do questions. And in that limited time, you need to know how to solve those questions. So GMAT is a lot more about timing the exam and also a lot more about understanding the traps. So you have to spend a lot more time on doing traps and doing questions faster than just understanding concepts. Understanding concepts is the base. You should know all the concepts. That's a no-brainer. It's very important. But more than that, you also need to know how to clear those questions. And that is where the next part of the preparation comes into play. Day 18 to 26, now another 8 days, I will just do question banks. Which question banks do I do? You can do Manhattan question banks. You can do any question banks. Where will you find those question banks? I will share it with you now. I will share everything with you. But now you start doing question banks and you just do questions. You just figure out where you're going wrong and you maintain an error log. At every point, you're mentioning, why am I doing a question wrong? If I'm doing a question wrong, why? If you're not doing that, honestly, you're not going to score much. If you're not maintaining an error log, that's going to be the worst thing that you can be doing for yourself. That is the biggest disservice that you can do for yourself. If you don't know where you're going wrong, if you keep on saying that, oh, this was a silly mistake, oh, I knew this answer, that's the worst thing that you can be doing to yourself. Now, if you're planning to give GMAT, I would want to introduce the sponsor of this video, pdfelement. Now, the thing is, you have so many PDFs that I'll be sharing with you. So many PDFs, right? All of these PDFs are different PDFs. Now you will also get lecture notes, which you'll find at somewhere else. You'll find so many other materials at different places. And it gets so confusing to go through all this material at once. That is where Wondershare PDF element comes into play. Let me actually show you how quickly I use it during exam season. First, I merge all my weekly study material into one organized packet. No more switching between 10 tabs. Second, while solving questions, I highlight formulas, add comments, explain mistakes, bookmark weak areas. It becomes my personalized revision file. Third, if I download scanned PDFs, I use OCR to convert them into editable text. Now I can copy formulas, edit explanations, and create clean notes instantly. On mobile, I also use AI Read Aloud that helps me revise things while I'm commuting. If you're preparing for GMAT or any other exam in 2026, PDF element might just be a must. I will leave the link of that in the description. Go check it out once for yourself. Now we move on to day 26 to 40. This is where majorly your score will start seeing the biggest jump. All you work on during these days is GMAT CLUB ke hard questions. GMAT CLUB has a lot of hard questions. That is where you start solving GMAT CLUB ke hard questions. And at the same time, you have your error log. You ask Google, you ask Gemini, you ask ChatGPT to make harder questions for you, amongst this error log. But always remember, these AI platforms wouldn't be able to get you strong questions. So where can you find these strong questions? There are online WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups, LinkedIn groups, different types of groups where people are studying for GMAT. That is where people will put their hard questions, the questions that they're not able to solve. Those are the ones that you should be solving. That is where majorly the hard questions are. And if you can do those questions correctly, honestly, your accuracy will see such a good boost. So during day 26 to 40, you are just working on hard questions. How do I solve hard questions? That is it. Forget timing, just solve hard questions because you've already worked a bit on your timing. Right now, just tricks. Figure out where tricks are. Figure out what questions you were doing wrong and do more questions about those things. This is the biggest building block of your score. If you get this one right, you're scoring above 700. This is a guarantee. If you're not able to understand traps, you're not scoring above 700. Okay, wait, how do you join the Telegram group? This is the QR code that you use. You can just scan it to join the Telegram group. Also, if it's not working, it's not my fault. It's working for everyone else. It's working for me. It should be working for you as well, man. Next, day 40 to 50, I give mocks. I do 5 mocks, day 40 to 50. Every alternate day I give mocks. I analyze the mock the day I give the mock, and the next day I see my error log and I continue checking, did I make the same mistakes that were in my error log? If yes, then I am not fixing what I am going wrong with. If not, then there are new things that I have to learn. That's perfect. That's amazing. And then we move on to the last 10 days. But before I talk about what to do in the last 10 days, if at any point you feel like you're not understanding concepts, there are some YouTube channels I highly recommend you to check out. First, there is this playlist by GMAT Ninja Tutoring. It is super amazing. So it is 9 videos. Every video is around 30 to 40 minutes, almost 5 hours of content, and it is very good. If you're struggling with RC, reading comprehension, there is an entire strategy. It is called Jin's RC strategy. It is so amazing. Step by step, they have explained everything. It talks about where they will start reading RC from, and it is a detailed plan as to how to fix your RC. And this also, like close answers, if you're getting a close answer, what to do, if you have double or triple trouble, all those things, everything in detail Jin has explained in it. And this also you will find on the Telegram group. Next, when it comes to free material, there is also free material from Target Test Prep, which usually sells a lot of international material. It's slightly on the expensive end, very good material, but they also share a lot of their material for free. The link of this will also be in the Telegram group. And finally, in the last 10 days, you bring it all together. Everything, every mistake that you have done, you go through those mistakes. You do a bit more of questions. You time yourself. You keep timing yourself. And then you give the second MBA official mock, mba.com. You give the second mock. And now you see your score jump. You have already done a lot of free mocks. You have done mocks from other places. The mocks that I will be sharing, Manhattan mocks, this mock, that mock. You'll do a lot of mocks. But at this point, you will be doing a lot more of the MBA official mocks. If you want to take the additional MBA mocks, that is also something that can be a smart idea to take those, but you will obviously have to spend money for that if you don't want to. Still, there is enough material out there. One question I want to ask from you is, this Telegram group that I'm sharing with you is a closed group. Should I be opening up for everyone? The problem with that is I wouldn't be able to take doubts in that because there's just so many doubts in it. And the problem is there are a lot of scammers that come and scam on the group. So I don't want that to be happening. So this question is on you. Let me know in the comment section what you think. And if this video gets 1,000 likes, I will understand that there's a need for GMAT and I will be sharing some more stuff, some more material on GMAT. And if this video was useful, I would recommend you to watch this video. And yeah, obviously Wondershare PDF element is in the description. Go give it a try.